back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be doing a sewing tutorial for you guys. I'm going to be showing you how I was able to cut and sew this circle top. So it's the good thing and the fun fact about this top is that it is reversible, so you can wear the front and you can wear the back. I'm going to show you guys in a bit what I'm talking about. As I was saying, this is the back of the top or the front. Anyone, I don't even know the one that I'm going to call as the back of the front, but I'm going to show you how to sew this kind of top so you can rock it, you know, however or whenever you like. So this is the back and this is the front. If you think I am lying, I'm just going to show you the flip side. So this is the part I wore the first time and this is the other side I am wearing now. So I'm going to show you guys how I was able to achieve this. If you want to know how I was able to cut and achieve this kind of circle top that you can wear your front and your back, keep watching, don't go anywhere. And if you're yet to subscribe, I would like you guys to click the red button, subscribe to my channel. Trust me, my channel is going to be fun going forward. Like, be sure to click on the red button so you don't miss any video whenever it goes live on my channel. So guys, let us get into the video. Guys, what you'll be needing for this tutorial is 2 pieces of fabrics, plate up with straps, and you need like a chalk. You also need a ruler. You need a ruler and you need a curved ruler like so. It's very transparent. You also need a pack of pins. You need a pack of pins. You need threads to sew. You need a pair of scissors. You need the tape measurement. And finally, you need your measurements. Yeah. So let's get into this. So I'm going to be working on 1 piece of fabric. Then I'm going to place the piece of fabric on the other end. This is optional. You can decide to just use 1 piece of fabric, but I want to do the reversible one so that, just like what I said at the beginning, I can wear the dress, the same dress, different occasion and style it differently. So I'm just going to put this one away. I'm going to be working with this. The first thing you need to do is to fold your fabric into 2. So ensure that whenever you're trying to mark or you're trying to cut, please make sure you are folding on the wrong side. You fold this way, so ensure that on this length this way, you fold it into, so you have one folded end and you have another folded end. Then on this side, they are all folded. So we are going to get like our bust line, and just to get like a line at which we are supposed to, you know, begin our measurement from. So from this measurement, since it's folded into 4, we are going to be dividing our bust by 4. And from this measurement, you can see that my bust is 40.5. So I'm going to be dividing 40.5 and marking. So another thing I want to note is this particular way of folding is like for a half circle. So if you want to do like a full circle, you have to fold it into 4. So for my bust measurement divided by 4, about 10.15. So I'm just going to go over to the place just to find where it's going to match the 10.1. So beginning from this folded part without any edges, not here, but from this folded part, I'm going to mark my 10.4. I think from this height, it's already 11. So you guys can see it's 11. So I think it's fine. I'm just going to, you can decide to add like 1 inch sewing allowance just in case, so that you can join both you can join the sides together. So I'm just going to make it 11.5, give or take. I'm doing 11.5. I'm just going to mark it here and mark it here too. Draw like a straight line. And the next thing I want to do now is to insert my bust measurement on this line, and remember my bust measurement is 40 divided by 4, that's 10.125. Let's see, 10.125. So I'm just going to be marking it right here. So this is my bust measurement divided by 4, is to mark our shoulder measurement. And from this, you can see that my shoulder measurement is 17. So for the shoulder, we'll divide it by 2 instead of dividing it by 4. Again, 8.5. Again, start from here. You can put your number 1 here on your tape to get your measurement on this side. Remember, we are measuring, putting the tape here at the beginning to this place, or you measure the 8.5 from the edge and you come here to mark. From the shoulder measurements, we are going to come in by 2.5 inches or 2 inches, it depends on you, but for 2.5 inches, so that when you're done sewing, when you're done cutting and when you're sewing, yes, the strap would actually rest on like the bra line part, not at the apex of your shoulder, but somewhere inside, close to where the bra line is supposed to be, because we all know that the bra line doesn't really start at the apex of the shoulder. Okay? Going into the folded part and not out of the unfolded part. And from this line, you can go up by 4 inches or 5 inches, depends on you. So I'm going to be going in by 4.5 just to be safe. This is to help us determine the armhole. So from this, I'm going to just draw a straight line to meet it. Okay, I will use a curved ruler to curve it to where I marked my bust line. So you have to place the ruler in such a way that it will meet both points. I don't know if you guys get. So I went ahead to add like 1 inch sewing allowance so that when I hem the sides, it won't be extremely too firm. I don't know if you guys get. So the next thing we want to do now is to insert our neckline. So we all know that this is the bust line. If you're looking at your body, you will know that from the bust line, you know, we need to go higher so that we can determine the neck instead of going lower. If you're going lower, that means it's already coming out of your breast. But it depends on how deep you want it. If you go higher, like 3 inches, you know that it's going to be really high, maybe coming close to your collarbone. But if you don't like it too high, you can do like 1 inch above. You don't have to go a lot higher, you just go like a very little amount. So here I'm going to be doing 1.5 inch instead of 2 inches. So I'm going on this folded line, directly on the folded line where I have marked my bust line. Okay, next thing I want to do now is to connect. Use your curved ruler as well. From the highest point of your shoulder line, you connect it to that 1.5 inch you did. This is just to, the next thing I want to do now is to determine the length of the top. This first line we drew, we can determine the length. I don't know if you guys can see. The length of this fabric is about 21.5 from this point. Oh, let me just say give or take is about 21, which is 21 inches. So I'm going to be marking 21 inches from here all the way around. The next thing I want to do now is to go ahead and cut. I'm going to go ahead and cut the armhole. I've already cut off the neck and the armhole. Press your fabric down while you're cutting so that it doesn't move or it doesn't shift. So what I'm going to do now is to get my second fabric and fold it the same way I folded it and place it on it so that I can be able to cut it. So I'm going to place it the same way, okay, ensuring that it matches both of them, so both ends match both ends. I'm going to just pin it slightly down so it doesn't move. The next thing we are going to do is to cut the strap. So for this strap now, I want to be very creative about it. The basic thing to do is you can go ahead and cut it in form of a bias. But what I want to do is to cut two different pieces of this and two different pieces of this. So I want to do it in such a way that the straps will also be irreversible as well. So I just want like a 1 inch width, or a 1 inch width, because I think our bra line is like 1/4 of an inch, and I want a situation whereby I can wear my bra inside and it's not going to be too obvious. And for the length, I'm going to do a basic length of 11 inches. So as not to waste my time trying to over measure, I'm going to be placing this here as well, so that I can easily cut it off or cut it away. Back to pin so it doesn't move around. So the next thing I want to do now is to go back to my sewing machine and hem this. I'm going to be hemming using 1 inch sewing allowance. Remember we added it at the bust measurement when we were doing our measurements. So I'm going to hem this all the way to the edge of the armhole, and I'm going to do the same thing for this other part of the fabric. So hemming both sides, just leaving out the neck and the armhole. I'm going to do the same thing for the second fabric, so I'm going to hem them separately. So guys, I already went ahead and I made my strap. Remember I told you I cut two sides, so I'm just going to give it a press so that it is flat and sharp. So I put the front facing front and sewed it, then turned it over. So these are my two straps. I'm going to be hemming it the right side facing the right side, so from one side to another side. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to open the seam and open this one and make sure they are both on the same line. Then I am going to hem everything all round. I'm going to hem it all round using 1/2 inch 0.5 inch to do the hemming. So I'm going to hem it all round, and I'm going to come back to show you what it looks like. So guys, remember the handle, I like the strap, so I had to fold it in separately. So fold it in this way and fold the second fabric in this way and hem. So that's actually what I did, you know, around the armhole. Remember I said I wanted it to be reversible, so you can wear inside and you can wear outside, and you can see the reason why I have like 2 different fabrics for the strap. So when I flip the dress over this way to wear it, it gives me the strap for this fabric, and when I flip it over to wear it this way, it gives me the strap for this fabric as well. So I'm going to go over to finish up the other armhole like I did the same way and tuck the strap into where the space for the strap is. If you guys can remember how I cut it, you guys can see. So it's neatly finished, so you can see the seams. You can see how neat the seams are as well. So I'm just going to go over to finish the neck and the armhole, and I'm going to show you the finished look of this dress. Just giving the dress a little press. I just want to quickly show you guys what I'm talking about, so you guys can see that it's something you can wear. What I mean is reversible. Make sure the stitches are clean and neat, so I can wear this dress the front or the back. I don't even know the one I'm going to use to make the front or the back, but you guys can see for yourself. So I'm just going to go try it and show you guys what it looks like.